So the next thing we're going to touch upon is the gallery tab. What is the gallery tab? Why is it useful? Well, the notebook software gallery tab is a collection of resources filled with many types of objects, including images such as maps and timelines that you can use to give visual context to all your presentations. So again, the way I would access that, same way that I access the page sorter, is by using my finger. I would tap on the gallery tab, which looks like actually a framed picture. If I click on there now, you'll see it gives me my gallery options. And we're going to go through some of the stuff here. We can actually, again, resize the gallery if we have quite a lot of content on the screen. So what I'm going to do, just for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to select the gallery sampler. And if I was to say, for instance, say pictures and backgrounds in the gallery sampler, if I was to move this out, you'll see that I have a lot more access to the gallery. And not only can I widen out that way, I can actually bring it up this way if I don't need to access the any of the gallery menu options at all. So I can resize and actually access the information that I want. I can also bring in any of those items. So just to give you an idea how that works, if I just bring this back to the way it was, and first of all, we have a couple of items in here, there. The first one is pictures and backgrounds. So if I select pictures and backgrounds, first of all, we have a picture here. I'm not going to use that one because that's quite a big one. But what we'll do, let's scroll down, find something that's a little bit smaller, a little bit more manageable. And we'll use Mama Bear, like so. Might be used in primary education. But if we scroll down, we should find a background. And a background is normally designated by having the bottom right-hand corner folded. Now you'll see the bottom right-hand corner is folded on the background. And we're going to talk a little bit about the differences between backgrounds and so on in a moment. But first of all, if I bring in a background, just to give you an idea, you'll notice it actually brings a background onto my existing page. Okay, so if I scroll back to the top here and click on pictures, we have interactive and multimedia content. So I'm going to add a new page here while we're talking. And the way I can add that new page, by the way, like we said, we have it down here that allows us to add it. So bring up a new page, go to interactive multimedia, and you'll see we've got a wide selection of Flash content and multimedia content, which is effectively content with sounds and so on, animations. So I'm going to use the Flash content first of all. You'll see this is the Flash content, this is a clock telling us exactly what time it is, or this one. And you'll see that the second hand is moving around. Very good in maths applications, you'll probably agree. But we also have multimedia content, which is classed as things such as sounds. So if I just say, for instance, click on this bear and tap the speaker that's in the bottom right-hand corner here. Now my speakers aren't very good, but believe me, I can actually hear a bear and I am genuinely scared. So you can see we've got quite a wider range of content there again that we can access, Flash content. We also have, by the way, video content as well. So if I wanted to, I could bring in this video with John Fitzgerald Kennedy when he became President of the United States, and we have video content that we can bring as well. Okay, so scrolling back up to the board here, click on there, that's classed as media. We also have notebook files and pages. And this is something we talk about. We talk backgrounds and we talk about pages. When we add a background, it adds it back to what we're already working on. However, when I add a page, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a page, this page that says Asia on, you'll notice the differences between backgrounds and pages. Background, as I said, has a turn or a fold in the bottom right-hand corner of the file. This has a turn in the top right-hand corner. And if I bring that in now, for instance, you'll see we've added this page and all my content's disappeared. Well, where's that gone? Go back to our page sorter and let's see what's happened. You can see what's happened is this was a page we were working on, and what it's done, it's added before that page, it's dropped it in beforehand, is the background page. The notebook page, basically, it's added in. So what's the difference between them? Obviously, we talked about the fact that this brings in content behind This brings in a background behind what we're talking about, whereas this brings in a whole new page. The main thing they share in common is they can't be moved or changed. They can be edited over, they can be written over, they can have objects dragged over them. So if I say, for instance, I want to bring in our bear and I want to drag it over to our particular page here, I can drag that from one slide to another. So I was in here, this slide, clicked on this image here, and moved it to our image of Asia here. You'll see we've moved that in. So we can add objects on top of it, we can add text on top of it. So if I picked up my pen and I wanted to label a particular country, so if I wanted to label Japan here, I can also do that. So when we talk about the gallery, obviously we've shown you the things that we've talked about here. We've talked about using the gallery in terms of accessing. This was the sampler section where we have pages. And themes, by the way, just so you're aware, themes are pages that it will bring into your smart notebook and make every page the same theme, so you can do that. I'm not going to pull that in at the moment. But what you can do is, if you find it hard to find what you're looking for, probably the best way to do it is by going to your search option here to search for content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the A button, and what that will do is bring up my keyboard. So there you go, it's brought up my keyboard and it's letting me know that I'm ready to start typing. So you'll notice up here our search toolbar, and I'm going to type in here animals. So I've got to highlight that again. A-N-I-M-A-L-S. And this is a very, very quick way of finding content. So if you're in a presentation, you think, oh, I don't want to stream through all the folders that are available to me or try and find a particular folder once, I can just go straight to the point of what I'm trying to find. So it could be animals, it could be streets, it could be whatever you want it to be at the end of the day. So if I press return after animals, it now looks for anything related to animals. So if I go back to our, I'm going to create a blank page just to demonstrate this, and we've got here two folders brought up. One is the animals folder. There is an animals folder, as you can see here, it's popped up, and it's got all our pictures and backgrounds in. So if I want to bring a frog into our presentation, we can do. We've also got interactive and multimedia content. So again, if I scroll down, there's quite a lot in there. So I might want to bring a parrot in there. And again, tap on that to hear the parrots walking away. Or I might want to look at what notebook files and pages for animals. And what they will have in here is, it's going to be mainly, these are new pages which I could add content to. So let's say, for instance, we've added in two particular pictures there, which is a frog and a parrot. Well, let's say, for instance, we were talking about the rainforests in a class. And I say, right, I want to bring rainforests into as a new page. And as we discussed earlier, I've got a new page now, and it's been inserted before where we were dropping content to. If I want to bring a frog into our rainforest, I can simply drag it across, and also it's probably not uncommon to see the odd parrot in a rainforest. And you can see we can get our children, move the content around, we can make it grow smaller, we can or rotate it, because we can completely manipulate these objects that are in our gallery. So going back to our content.